This is take two. Hello again. Weak connection. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this video. I'll try for a moment, and could you do me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because I think our broadband is on the fritz again. Anyway, I'll rabbit away and we'll find out if anyone can hear me. I'm here meant to be showing you a foundation tip today. It's a really quick thing to do. See, I've done my eyes, but no makeup at all at the moment. It's a really quick way to not only boost your coverage slightly, but particularly to make your foundation last longer. And it's quite an old-fashioned trick, and I'm hoping it's a trick that most of you will have no problem copying, because most of us have got some loose powder knocking around somewhere in our makeup collections. Hi Sarah, how are you? Now, I was going to say as well, if this video is useful to you, I'd really appreciate it if you shared it for me to help me build my audience, and I will drop you a special thank you for sharing. Oh, hi Hannah, thank you. So, I'm assuming people can hear me. Excellent. So my tip today involves just an extra stage in putting your makeup on, but trust me, it's really quick. Hi Philippa. So, I'm going to start off with some primer. I'm going to be using mine, which is the Younique Glorious, but you can use any. We only use a tiny amount, literally the size of a small pea, to do your whole face and neck. And when you've put it on, you notice almost immediately that your skin tone is going to look a bit better and smoother, which is great. You can allow that for about 30 seconds to settle in. Now, this is where the tip comes in. I'm sure most of you have tried putting foundation on and then setting it with powder or with spray to help it last longer, and that's a really good way. Hi Natalie, but this is even simpler. Today I'm going to be using a loose concealer powder, but it's actually a very fine powder. I wouldn't recommend using a pressed powder, simply because they're quite dense, and that's not what you're looking for here. You're looking for an extra layer, not too much powder there, an extra layer that's going to help your foundation to stay all day. And then I'm just going to use a powder puff brush to put this on. Now, I don't really want you to be able to see the difference other than my face becoming more matte, because the idea is for it not to cake. I'm having trouble getting it out of the pot there. So what you're looking for is a light, even coverage. And what it's going to do, oh, bye-bye glasses. They're there to keep my hair out my eyes. It's not really very sunny today, is it? I just can't bring myself to wear one of those hairbands. Total vanity, very silly. Okay, so really not much. That's probably what, 1/8 of a teaspoon I've just put on my face. And again, as with the primer, you want to let it sit for a minute. This goes to sound daft coming from me, because I really like to do my makeup and run out the door, but waiting just that little bit longer will make a difference to you. Stick these back on my head. Hide the grey. So I'm going to be using the liquid foundation today. It's a liquid to powder foundation. Goes on very lightly, but has a medium coverage. It just feels very weightless. And you'll have to let me know what you think when you try this trick, but personally I don't think that my face feels any more made up when I have the layer of loose powder underneath. I just find that my makeup stays longer. Hi Caroline, nice to see you. So, rush through this a bit. I put my 5 dots of foundation onto my brush, and now I'm doing what my son describes as cat paws all over my face. I think that's a really good description. I'm going to apply quite a bit of pressure as I swirl, because that's how we get the product to go from being a liquid to a powder. Oh, you're very kind, Caroline. Feeling very scruffy today. And I think a lot of people are feeling a bit scruffy today. It's one of those days. I got a message from somebody yesterday. I realised I've just done it again. I'm not properly ambidextrous, but I have noticed that I do suddenly chuck the brush over and start working with my left hand too. I'm not showing off, I'm just absent-minded. Okay, now if you really wanted cast iron finish on your makeup, you could very easily, again, wait for this to set and then top it off with a setting spray or with some pressed powder. Find one in the same tone as your foundation, but I really don't think that you need to. And the reason I like this method, where you have the loose powder underneath your foundation, is that you don't end up with that very heavy, kind of almost pancake makeup look. Your makeup is going to stay where it is without you looking as though you've thrown the entire counter of boots at your face. And I'm a big fan of that. So today's look was very simply, I should mention palette 1 on the eyes. It was primer that I always use. It was loose powder. Try and pick one that's close to your skin tone. This particular one I used was fabulous, and it works very well on most light to medium skin tones. But look at your brand if you're using a different one. And I'm using the Touch foundation in Velour. And that is it for today. If it's been helpful, do let me know. Do share the video and I will send you a message to say thank you. Any questions? Oh, thank you, Caroline. I love palette 1. I mean, I love them all, but palette 1 is just so easy to wear, isn't it? Just those pretty colours and brightening up things a bit on a slightly gloomy day. Certainly is in this part of the world. So, as I was saying, any questions, comment below or PM me and I would be delighted to help you. All right, that's all for now. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.